Breaking news: Australia is secretly building military sites in the Philippines to counter China's advance. The revelation sent shockwaves through diplomatic circles, exposing a plan years in the making. Australia, long seen as a middle power, is now making a bold, strategic move. This isn't just foreign aid, it's concrete, steel, and a direct response to rising tensions in the South China Sea. For years, China's assertive actions, artificial islands, runways, and water cannon attacks have shifted the balance of power. Now, Australia's involvement is a pivotal new chapter. These hidden sites are a quiet but firm countermove, redrawing lines of influence in one of the world's most contested maritime crossroads. The project is shrouded in secrecy. 8 projects across 5 classified locations. These aren't sprawling Australian bases, but sophisticated upgrades to existing Philippine military sites, hardened aircraft shelters, new naval piers, and advanced surveillance hubs. The goal: boost the Philippines' defense and give Australia a critical regional foothold. This is practical, on-the-ground cooperation, not distant support. Every new structure is a direct message to Beijing. The international community will not stand by passively. The sovereignty of nations like the Philippines is not up for negotiation. This secret buildup is a calculated effort to fortify the front line of a brewing conflict. The Indo-Pacific's old alliances are evolving, quietly but decisively. Australia and the Philippines are now at the center of this transformation. The official confirmation came in a carefully worded joint statement, released late on a Friday. The statement spoke of enhanced defense cooperation and infrastructure projects, deliberately vague but impossible to ignore. Australia committed to funding 8 projects at 5 Philippine military bases, with a small contingent of 150-200 Australian personnel providing technical and advisory support. Crucially, the Philippines retains absolute sovereignty over all upgraded sites, addressing domestic concerns about foreign military presence. The secrecy around the base locations is strategic, forcing adversaries to guess and complicating China's response. This ambiguity is a weapon, allowing the alliance to build capabilities without provoking direct confrontation. The announcement marks a shift from symbolic gestures to tangible, hard power. It's about building interoperability and trust, laying the groundwork for future joint operations. By embedding Australian expertise and funding, the two nations are weaving their defense strategies together. This is a quiet declaration. Their security is now intertwined. The alliance is moving from words to action. The message to the region is clear. Australia and the Philippines are prepared to act. The era of passive partnerships is over. Australia and the Philippines share a defense partnership dating back to World War II. For decades, cooperation focused on counter-terrorism and disaster relief, steady but low-key. But China's expansion in the South China Sea has injected new urgency. The Philippines now faces daily intimidation from Chinese vessels, turning theoretical threats into reality. Australia, reliant on open sea lanes, sees its own security at stake. Strengthening the Philippines is a strategic investment, not charity. Shared threats have transformed quiet cooperation into active alignment. The secret construction of military sites is the dramatic outcome of this new reality. Both nations are taking concrete, even risky steps to address the challenge. The secret buildup serves multiple strategic goals. First, it upgrades the Philippines' outdated military infrastructure. Reinforced hangars, longer runways, deeper ports. This enables the Philippines to patrol its waters and airspace more effectively. Second, it enhances interoperability. Australian forces can operate seamlessly from these sites, boosting joint operational speed and scale. Third, it directly counters China's expansion, raising the cost of aggression and providing strategic access for Australian surveillance. Australian P-8A. Poseidon aircraft flying from Philippine bases can monitor the South China Sea far more persistently. Finally, the initiative weaves the Australia-Philippines alliance into a broader regional security network complementing U.S. and Japanese partnerships. This creates a layered, resilient defense strategy. Multiple allies, distributed across secure locations, present a complex challenge to any aggressor. The message, the Indo-Pacific, is defended by a web of partnerships, not isolated outposts. These secret projects cap a visibly deepening alliance. Recent military exercises have shifted from counter-terrorism to large-scale war games, maritime security, amphibious operations, and more. Exercise. Alon saw Australian and Filipino forces conduct a major amphibious landing drill, simulating the retaking of occupied territory. Australia's role in the annual Balikatan exercises has grown from observer to full participant, including live-fire drills in the South China Sea. Day-to-day, joint maritime and air patrols now monitor disputed waters, with Australian and Filipino crews sharing intelligence. This operational coordination gives both nations real-time insights and strengthens their security. The alliance is no longer just on paper. It's active, operational, and growing stronger. Every exercise, every patrol, is a rehearsal for real-world defense. The partnership is now a cornerstone of regional security. The 5 secret bases are chosen for their strategic value, forming a network that covers key maritime choke points and flashpoints. Palawan, facing the Spratly Islands, is the frontline outpost. Aircraft and ships here can quickly respond to incursions. Luzon's bases monitor the Taiwan Strait and provide strategic depth, allowing power projection northward and survivability in conflict. Zamboanga in the south secures maritime routes against piracy and potential hostile forces. Clark Air Base serves as a logistics hub, while Fort Magsaysay expands joint training. Together, these sites create a resilient, distributed defense network. Each location addresses a specific strategic challenge, making the archipelago a chessboard of deterrence. The network complicates any adversary's plans. The Philippines is now a linchpin in Indo-Pacific security. Palawan is the strategic prize, a geographic dagger pointed at China's ambitions. Less than 200 nautical miles from the Spratlys, any base here is a frontline installation. Upgrades focus on anti-access, area denial-hardened shelters, advanced radar, and expanded port facilities. Philippine and Australian forces can now respond to threats in minutes, not hours. Australian surveillance aircraft from Palawan can monitor vast swaths of the South China Sea. The visible military buildup boosts morale for local communities long harassed by Chinese vessels. Palawan's transformation is a direct statement of resolve. Every new structure is a brick in a wall of deterrence. While Palawan is the spearhead, Luzon and other bases provide depth and flexibility. Luzon's air and naval bases are critical for monitoring the Taiwan Strait and supporting allied operations. Upgraded runways and ports allow rapid deployment and resupply. Clark Air Base becomes the logistical backbone, able to receive and distribute assets across the archipelago. Fort Magsaysay offers advanced training for joint operations. Distributing assets across multiple islands avoids single points of failure. The network is resilient. If one site is compromised, others remain operational. This layered defense ensures a credible, sustained response to any threat. Australia's secret military buildup in the Philippines is redrawing the Indo-Pacific's strategic map. It's about real, on-the-ground cooperation, building defensive capability where it matters most. The message to China is quiet resolve, not rhetoric. For the Philippines, it's a leap in defense posture, surveillance, air defense, and maritime patrols now within reach. For Australia, it's a forward position, extending its strategic reach and influence. China will likely respond with condemnation and pressure, but the discrete, sovereign nature of these projects complicates any direct retaliation. These hidden sites are the architects of a new security reality, moving from symbolism to substance, from exercises to persistent presence. The future of the Indo-Pacific will be shaped by practical, determined partnerships. Through quiet construction, a new map is being drawn, one of shared commitment to a free and open region. The work is quiet, but its impact will be loud and clear. The Indo-Pacific security is being built brick by brick, alliance by alliance,